sorry, you're right. My bad. I'm coming on in such a hurry. We have another school incident. I don't know anything about it. I am going to go ahead and report on it. And I was doing my college homework and just sat down in my chair to relax, and this pops up. So let's go see what it is. Other handle. So let's skimmy. Okay, let's hear. Let me see.
All right, everybody ready? All right, good afternoon, everyone. Sadly, we stand here today to discuss another school shooting. I'm very thankful. This came out at 12:36 today. Our Department of Emergency Services Dispatch Center took calls for what was possibly an active shooter incident. Thankfully, that was not the case, but we did have a shooting that took place in the school. One suspect, one victim. At 12:36 again was the initial call. There was the SRO assigned to the school who was in the school who did not hear the shot as the principal, I apologize, the principal of the school also was in the school at the time, did not hear the shot, but heard the commotion that resulted from it. Both the principal and our SRO responded to the scene. Nurses, the shooting took place in a first floor men's bathroom. The initial After the initial shooting, the suspect left the bathroom, left the school. Other individuals in the school brought the victim out into the hallway where he was immediately attended to by nurses as part of the public school system. Within the first 2 minutes, we had our first response deputy on the scene. Within 15 minutes, more than 100 police officers were here from all of our local partner agencies, Bel Air, Aberdeen, Havre Grace, the Maryland State Police, as well as Transportation Authority. And I know I'm going to miss somebody. Baltimore County Police sent units up into the county. ATF is here. I've received calls from other jurisdictions offering their support. The medics from Department of Emergency Services were here in a matter of minutes as well. Immediately attended to the patient who was airlifted to a trauma center. Again, he is the victim in this shooting is a 15-year-old male who is in serious condition. Last we heard, the suspect in the case, thanks to our community members, the suspect in our case was apprehended within minutes. He's a 16-year-old student at the school. This was his first day, although we're the 4 days into the school year. This was his first day in the school. And this altercation apparently took place in the bathroom that resulted in a single shot, what we believe to be a single shot being fired, which struck the victim. He went a short distance away to some houses. They also called the police, called dispatch. Information was given to responding deputies who were able to encounter him very quickly and make an arrest. With our criminal-friendly legislature here in Maryland, this is a 16-year-old suspect that we are now not allowed to talk to. So as far as trying to give some information, our detectives to get information about the questions I have that all of our partners behind me have as to why we're not allowed to ask the suspect in this case. We do have, we've talked to the state's attorney, we do have sufficient information that he will be charged in association with this shooting without the need to be interviewed, overwhelming evidence, if you will. But again, that investigation is ongoing. I'm very thankful again for the quick response of our deputies, of all of our officers and the troopers in the county, all of our allied partners, all the officer assistants, the Department of Emergency Services, the great work at Dispatch Center. I know Rick Ayers is with us, the Director of DES, County Executive is with us. I can't introduce everybody, but again, a tragic day, 4 days into the school year. We're all familiar with the horrible shooting that took 4 lives in Georgia just a couple of days ago. And here we stand in Harford County with a school shooting. That's about as much investigative information as I'm going to release at this point. It's early on. We have so many of our partners working with us. I'm joined by Dr. Bolson. I can't undersell his staff and what they did. Again, the principal and the nurse attending to this victim right away, hopefully giving him a good chance to survive this event. I pray. Dr. Bolson, did you want to say anything?
Superintendent.
So I would like to start by thanking all of these first responders. I pulled up to the school to see just a sea of lights and people doing their jobs on behalf of our students in this community. So thank you so much for that. Also to know that, our hearts are breaking for the victim and this victim's family. The circumstances are absolutely terrible. And this should not be happening in schools. I also want to thank our parents for their patience. When an incident happens, our job first is to secure the students and make sure that when we do release them back to their families, that we're doing it as carefully and we're keeping as much track of everybody as we possibly can. So for anyone who still isn't aware, the reunification site is at Good Shepherd Presbyterian Church, just up the road here. That process is working. We've had families going through and being reunified with their children at this time. Again, thank you to this entire community, all of the first responders. Thank you so much. I want to say on behalf of my staff, thank you to them. They did the job. Unfortunately, we prepare for things like this, but it's never the same as when it actually happens. And so,
We're going to move to a more current live. Here's another live. That was already almost to the end.
Yeah.
With an update. Apparently the student has passed. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, good. Thanks for your time once again this afternoon. I regret to be standing here again with the unfortunate news. As we broke from the last press conference, I was informed that our victim in this case did not survive the shooting. We have taken from that time to now to catch up to family members in order to make notification. So that's why we've held this for just a bit in the bringing you all back together. The family was just notified within the last half
Take care of
hour
yourself.
at the hospital. Our 15.
You guys, if this is triggering you, like and leave. It's okay. Does not offend me. I fully get it. I understand. This is heavy.
Year-old shooting victim was transported to Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. The victim is Curtis Grant, Warren Curtis Grant. Again, a 15-year-old student at the school. Lived in the Edgewood area of our community. We are not still releasing the name of the suspect in this case. He is, as I said, a 16-year-old, also a student at the school. He has yet to be charged, but will be charged. And at the time those charges are preferred as an adult, we will release the name of the suspect. It was asked earlier, our prior involvement in just a quick search of the CAD, the computer-aided dispatch system that the sheriff's office uses. We've had more than 10 incidents since 2022 where the suspect was either the victim, witness, or the suspect in an incident handled by the Harford County Sheriff's Office. But again, I caution, other than that little tidbit of information, this investigation is very active and very early on. I do want to compliment once again all of our first responders from law enforcement, from public safety, DES, emergency services, fire, police, fire, and medics, and the school system. And again, in this instance, the 15-year-old victim, again, who is sadly now deceased, was removed from the bathroom by other students and quickly attended to by the staff at Joppatowne High School, including the principal, Melissa Williams, I apologize, who's going to make a few comments to you. Her along with the SRO were among the first to reach this young man after other students, and you gave him the best opportunity to survive this horrible incident. And sadly, again, we bring you back together to let you know he has succumbed to his injuries. So I'm going to let Ms. Williams make a few comments, and then I will take a limited amount of questions.
Miss Orchid, please send me your email address so I can add you as a mod in Yahoo, in Discord, and a DM. Thank you.
First and foremost, our thoughts and prayers are with the family of this amazing young man, with his friends, with all of our staff members, with all of our students. Joppatowne is a loving and strong community who will, without a doubt, rally among our families, support one another, and continue to support our community and all of our families. I want to thank our amazing staff as well. We are one town and we are J-Town. Thank you.
I just wanted to follow up a couple pieces of information. So we obviously are going to support the sheriff's office in the investigation any way we possibly can. When our staff and students return to the school, we will have a great deal of support available for them. We don't yet have a final decision on exactly how we will approach things Monday, but our community just needs to stay tuned. We'll announce something to them no later than tomorrow. But again, my condolences to the family, friends, and all, everyone connected with this young man. And thanks to our incredible staff who worked through this. This was a very difficult thing for them, and I know they're struggling at this time. And I also, one additional thank you I didn't mention earlier to Good Shepherd Presbyterian Church. They were our reunification site, and
Yes,
it's important to have
toxic
partners
work.
like them when things happen. So again, thank you.
And with that, I know Senator J.B. Jennings has joined us. Everyone else was here for the earlier press conference. I just want to again stress my appreciation as the sheriff here in Harford County for all of our public safety partners and the incredible response. I wish we were sitting here talking about a better outcome for the young man. And with that, I'll take any questions. I believe the first administrator.
So we're going to have Ms. Williams not take any questions. But I think what they shared, the SRO and the her office is right near where the student.
So she was one who helped administer first
Yeah, we'll
aid.
give her a little bit of time to follow up. Yeah, but she was there with the students.
Sure.
Do you have any? Yeah.
Curtis, C-U-R-T-I-S. I apologize. First name's Warren, W-A-R-E-N. Curtis, C-U-R-T-I-S. Grant, G-R-A-N-T. And again, a 15-year-old student at the school and Edgewood community member. I think we'll see charges relatively soon, probably this evening or tomorrow at the latest. But the investigation doesn't end as soon as someone's charged. Yeah, we're familiar in Rachel Morin case. That investigation continues as they all do, even up to preparing it for court. So it'll be a long, ongoing investigation. I couldn't give you a timeline overall how long that will take. It has not. Okay, thank you all again. I wish we were bringing you back together for better news. A sad day for our county, and the thoughts and prayers of the sheriff's office. And I think everybody standing behind me are with the family of this young man who tragically, and should not happen, lost his life in one of our schools. Yeah.
Can you shed some light for the community outside of Joppatowne? What kind of student this was and how he would be remembered?
I do not. I know a little bit about the suspect. I don't know about the victim at this point in time. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Not what I wanted to bring today. I'm very broken, but I was afraid that we would have more, and we still might. Unfortunately, those who are on the fence of doing something like this see it being done will jump on and go ahead and do it. Excuse my makeup and everything. There's just no words. But I just wanted to, for those of you who didn't know, just go ahead and have it. I am not going to go live tonight. And I am on the fence about tomorrow night, but if I'm on, you'll see it posted in an early preview. But I need to take care of myself. It's been a difficult week. It's also I am going to college for criminal justice. I am a first responder, chaplain, volunteer firefighter, and have a lot of I've testified in a lot of trials. Not for me personally. I lost my husband to prison, and I've testified in other trials, so I have a lot of experience compared to the common man. But it's been a very difficult week for all of us. It's been a long week, and I still have a test tomorrow. So it's a tough week. How are you doing? Yeah, we can do that. Karate Cat Mom, I'd love to, but not today. Hi, Squeegee Justice. Hello, everybody. I just aired that information. It's not as public as the other case was. So, hey, Queen Olive. So, have y'all heard what happened? Do we need to play that? I'll play that last interview again. We have another victim of the high school, Joppatowne High School in Maryland, a 15-year-old shot by a 16-year-old. It happened in the bathroom. One shot, one bullet, one deceased. The person who did the unaliving, the perpetrator, is a 16-year-old boy. His first day at that school, I believe, or second day. But the 15-year-old victim has passed away. So luckily, it was not a mass shooting, but it's still on the campus in the bathroom. And they did catch the perpetrator. He is in custody, but because he's a minor, they can't release any information. I'm sure social media will get their hands on it. It will eventually be released, but the victim was Warren Curtis. What was his name? Warren Curtis. Oh, Grant. Warren Curtis Grant. So that has been released. The assistant principal and staff were there within minutes. They had hundreds of police officers and agency people on scene within 15 minutes. The school was put on lockdown, but everybody is safe otherwise. Okay. The Georgia kid was identified. This is Maryland, and they may have different laws concerning that. And they may have had consent. I don't know. I guess it jurisdiction by jurisdiction. Yeah, I remember lockdowns, but not for this. Exactly. You're right. There is no conflict resolutions and I agree with a lot of people. And if you disagree with me, we can lovingly disagree. But I don't think parents are being parents anymore. I think that disciplining is not there. And you can get mad at me all I want. I had people thought I was too strict with my children, and I had too high of expectations of them. Well, guess what? They're good, productive citizens. They never got in fisticuffs and harmed people or anything like that. So, um, it is what it is on my end. But I am not my child's friend until they become adults. I'm still their mother, but when they become accountable for themselves and I'm no longer accountable for their actions, it changes the dynamics. But I would never hand my child, a 14-year-old, his own weapon, or a 15. Now, here's going to be the interesting fact on this case. Where did the weapon come from? And is the parent or parents going to be charged? Um, I, yeah, I understand, Britt. Yeah, I was not my child's best friend. Yep, I'm your mom. My job is to raise you to adulthood with good morals, integrity, and all of that, and without ending your life or the life of somebody else, to be a good, productive citizen of this country and this world. Yep. So we will, if anything comes up, I may come on quickly. I'm not going to stay on long. Yeah. I told my kids, my job is to make you hate me. I haven't done it right unless you say to me at least once in your childhood, I hate you for doing what's right. I wasn't perfect. I made a lot of mistakes. I was put in a lot of positions that I never thought I'd be in with my ex husband. But in the end, we're good. So prayers go out to the families. Um, I need to edit about 100, possibly 100, and for sure 80 photographs for my father for something he's working on. And I got to get that done by Monday. But I'm going to go have a nice dinner, relax for a little bit because I got a test tomorrow and get all that done. So, anyway, thanks for hopping on. We'll keep everybody posted. Oh, I know that look. I had it. Well, I couldn't do any of that because my parents were educators and my mother worked at my school as a secretary. Yeah, the vice principal's office, which is where you went when you got in trouble. And we were told, you get in trouble at school, whatever they give you, we're going to double or triple. I'm like, my brother didn't care. He didn't care. Well, I was talking about that future. And if you really, hi, Lindsay, if you really look deep, there were bad stuff like this happening in schools. There were more gang related activities and there were um, weapons, just different kinds and of these. But because we did not have the social media, the news and no, and it wasn't didn't pick up on it outside of that area unless it was really, 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 really bad. Um, I think with the instant access to all of this within a minute or two of it being aired, meaning the call goes over the fire comm and everybody knows. Um, Oh, my brother said shit happens to a teacher, and my mother put his face in the window of the vice principal's office door and took a wooden paddle and whooped his butt. And there were 3 football players sitting there for skipping class, and it was hysterically funny. Um, I'm not going to say social media ruins everything. I think the fact that there are parents and people who abuse it or don't um, monitor it. I was very, very, very cautious when my children started on social media. They didn't get the phones at 5 years of age. They didn't get any of that. And the first phone they got just had 3 phone numbers in it. I know, baby. Hold on. Sit down. Sit. They had 3, mine, their grandmother, and 911. But um, I'm not going to play the blame game right now. We will go into more depth about it. But in the end, this is a tragic day again. So I've got a pupper's begging. I wish you could see her. She's got her arm resting on my hand, like, Mommy, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. So I need to go take care of her. But social media gets it out there so fast that we're all hearing about it live time. I know, baby, we're going lifetime. And so it's more prominent, and the kids are getting notoriety. So that makes it worse. So we'll dive into that one day. But right now, I'm going to go do some self-care. I'm going to take care of my puppers. And I will see you guys for sure Monday. I will notify you if I am going to be live tomorrow. You will have a thumbnail up and everything like that. Love you, Trout TV Live. I love all of y'all. Y'all are amazing. And I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully next time with not so bad news. So in the meantime, hug your family, love on your kids, be kind to a stranger. You may be the only person that shows them kindness that day. In the meantime, sleep well, enjoy your weekend.